Why would I get... What the fuck? That's really, really good. I like that a lot. That's actually awesome. I'm gonna screenshot that. You need to come to the competition with that set. I've got to get ready though, man. You man enough to come with me for this? Let's go. Let me kill Vale. All right, there's Vale. Vale's dead. Vale's dead. Okay, I'm going. Going as fast as I can. As fast as I can. 2 minutes. Come on. Hit me up in the air. Hit me up in the air. Hit me up in the air. Come on. I got 2 minutes, man. Good. Okay. All right. This is suppression room. I got to go all the way through the suppression room. This is not good. Okay. Here we go. You guys want to see how to skip the suppression room in current WoW? Watch this. Got him. There it is. Now we're going fast. Now we're going real fast. Skipping all the trash. It's not worth it. Got him. Fire them all down. Pulling him. Both dragons dead. Shit. Entertainment. I'm pretty annoyed by that, but there it is. We're gonna watch this video in a minute, okay? I'm a little bit annoyed, but it is what it is. You have separate battle nets? Yeah, I know that, man. Well, all they need to do, like, here's the thing. I can't go back to retail. They shut down retail, and then they put me in a fucking queue for classic. It's okay, Rick Wazza. Don't worry about it, man. What a bunch of dumb shit. You could transfer the Warlock? No, I'm not going to do that, man. Let's see. Character migration. What does this even let me do? What happens if I do character migration? Free character transfer. What the fuck is this? Oh, wow. So I can go to Anathema, Anathema, or Earth Fury. Okay, I'm not actually going to do it. I mean, I just wanted to see what it would do for me, right? That's all. Yeah, I'm not going to transfer servers, guys. Everybody can go ahead and just fucking relax. Why is retail down? Blizzard was like, damn, dude. We can't let people go and play retail WoW. That's such a bad game. We got to shut somebody off of that. Like, I literally can't play WoW right now. Pause this here. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's not even up. There we go. Top 10 myths in Warcraft.
Is 15 years old, and over the years, many legends have been created.
Yep.
Some are true, and some are half true, and others downright ridiculous.
Yep.
It's a tale as old as time, going back to the days of the Loch Ness Monster.
Oh, that one's real.
Bigfoot.
I know him.
You can save Eris in Final Fantasy VII. Yep. There's a nudity code for Tomb Raider.
Yeah, there is.
Ermac in the first Mortal
It's called
Kombat
4chan.
game. All because the phrase Ermax, which truncates error macros, appears in the diagnostics menu of the arcade copy of the game. As you'd imagine, the World of Warcraft has had its fair share of myths created throughout the years.
Yep.
Most of these I'll be covering will be from Classic. Not really intentional, it's just
Bengal
that back
tiger.
then, the game being new and everything, it was much easier to believe all of this stuff.
Yeah.
And also MMOs just being
I
new to
believed a lot
everyone
of
in
stupid
general,
shit
I
back
think
then, too.
You're more likely to believe that there are these super hidden secrets to be discovered, since the genre as a whole is on such a massive scale. Today, it's easy to say that, oh, that's stupid. Who would believe that?
Yeah, it is easy to say
back
that.
Before everything was gone over 4,000 times with a fine-tooth comb, this stuff was actually believable.
Yeah.
But without any further delay, these are the top 10 myths of World of Warcraft.
I used to swim out.
Starting small and working our way up, number 10 on our list is that the Molten Core was made in 1 week.
Wait, I actually thought that was true.
Well, this is partly true. The environment was created in 1 week by the great John Statz. From the World of Warcraft diary, he describes his 1 week escapade in making the iconic cavern.
Yeah, I thought that was true.
Did you know that there was originally a path from Golemag's room to Magmadar? It was only taken out after Jeff Kaplan deemed that it would make the raid too circular, preferring instead a more linear layout.
Wow.
So the environment was created in 1 week.
That could have been the little
eventually
tunnel there.
turned into the raid.
Holy
was created
shit,
in
I
1
didn't know
week.
that.
Something I'm guilty of spreading myself.
So
this
Jeff
is
made
part
the
of me
raid take
correcting my
longer.
errors. In the
Okay.
following weeks, Jeff Kaplan did all of the spawning and creature placement.
Wait a
Scott Mercer
second.
designed
That means that every single fucking time that I have to deal with those respawning lava elementals and the fucking flame walkers every week, that's because of Jeff. Every week, Jeff fucks me in the ass.
all of the boss fights. Bob Fitch set up all of the loot. And Pat Nagel and Alex Afrasiabi handled the quests and attunement to the raid.
Wow.
All this doesn't make it any less impressive, though, and the raid as a whole deserves a spot in the Hall of Fame, taking into account the new ground that it broke, in spite of the tight window in which it was created. For number 9, we have glaive weapon types pre-Legion. As you know, ever since the Legion expansion and the release of the Demon Hunter class, the glaive type weapon is now obtainable in-game. And before that, in the Burning Crusade, we had the Warglaives.
Yeah, you had the Warglaive. That was it, though.
But even prior to that,
well, there was an artifact
searched
weapon in the game
for these fabled glaive weapons.
Yeah.
Why?
It just wasn't usable by players.
That's some ninja stuff right there. It just doesn't get any cooler than that. I'm gonna name my character some variation of Legolas or Sasuke and dual wield these puppies. Like I said, it started all the way back in the release of the game.
Yep.
There were a handful of NPCs who held these fabled weapons, typically night elves, such as the Darnassus guards or this boss found in Dire Maul.
This stupid piece of shit that dropped my leggings on the first pull.
I remember that people would farm him over and over in hopes of that ultra-rare glaive drop, but it was all for naught. It didn't help that there were indeed glaive weapons in
what
the
a
game
fucking
files,
idiot. Who the fuck would do that?
They were still of the sword type. The Warglaives of Asenath were data mined.
Do you know, I wonder, like back in the day, I wonder if people thought Rivendare's Death Charger was one of these things. Because it was just so ridiculously rare that there were probably servers that didn't even have it. And that might have actually happened. Like, yeah, they didn't even, yeah, what are the stats? Yeah, those are really, really good stats, especially for vanilla WoW, you know? And yeah, people might have actually Is thoughtin' a word? Thoughtin'? No, it's not. Okay, I didn't think so. Anyway, so they might have thought that it is now. That the Rivendare's Death Charger actually wasn't even a real mount. It's crazy to think that too.
At the time, and you could even combine them together to form the twin blades of Asenath.
It's a portal icon.
Consumed by the fury of Illidan, and you gain 1400 attack power against demons, and 20% more hit chance, and 30% more haste. There is also the Glaive of the Defender, a legendary quality item, more designed for tanking, and having a proc that reduces damage by 75% for 10 seconds. As you'd imagine, these items became the 10 seconds.
What the fuck? That's insanely good. Oh my god. It has armor, agility. Like, this is... If they add Classic Plus content, I want to see this fucking sword in the game, man. I want to use it. Like, reduce damage taken by melee attacks, range attacks, and spells by 75%. That's a fucking proc shield wall? A proc shield wall? Holy shit, dude. That's so good.
As you'd imagine, these items became the objective of a massive scavenger hunt. Players turned over every rock and even explored the dormant dark portal found in the Blasted Lands in search of Illidan. You name it, people have tried it, but it was never meant to be, as these items were indeed only found in the game files.
Do you know which one I really hope that he adds?
Oh, if you go stand in the thing right behind Golemag, you can see Ragnaros. You just have to go right up in there and look right in the cracks and you can see Ragnaros.
And then, you know, you'd have people run up there and it ticks for like 3,000 damage every quarter second. So it just immediately fucking deletes you.
And at number 8, we have rank 15 in Classic World of Warcraft.
You can get rank 15.
Every myth stems from a bit of truth, which is the case with this entry.
You know what rank 15
As you may know, Classic World of Warcraft
rank 15
had the
old
rank 14 system. You started at rank 1, and depending on how many honor points you farmed, Every week you would rank up and gain access to powerful items, consumables, and even access to a special building and even the local defense channel.
Absolutely.
At ranks 12 through 13, you'd get your purple armor set, and at 14 the weapons, along with some nifty titles, High Warlord for the Horde, and Grand Marshal for the Alliance. However, there's believed to be one more rank, even higher, called City Protector.
Oh, Alliance should get that, because they're always in the city. Yeah, we do have rank 15. It's automatically given out to every Alliance in the city. Go over to Ironforge. You see City Protectors everywhere. Yeah, what do you mean, Mad Season? That's not a myth. Just log on and find out.
Then, if you grinded enough at rank 14, you'd eventually reach this, which ended up being false.
Yeah.
But like I said, most myths have a bit of truth to them. This rank was indeed planned to be in the game, and was even briefly in Blizzard's PvP guide on the official website. To obtain this, you'd have to be the #1 player in honor farmed for the previous week, and of course maintain that for as long as you wanted to keep the rank.
Wow.
If you were successful, you would earn the prestigious titles listed here, and would even gain the ability to teleport to your race's major city. So Darnassus for Night Elf players, Undercity for Undead,
That's fucking
and so
amazing.
on. I guess that
Wait, I want to look at the titles again. Protector of Stormwind, Overlord of Orgrimmar, Thane of Ironforge, High Sentinel of Darnassus, Deathlord of the Undercity, Chieftain of Thunderbluff, Avenger of Gnomeregan. That sounds stupid, Avenger of Gnomeregan. Who the fuck would want that? Voodoo Boss of Sinjin. A Voodoo Boss. Imagine if the Voodoo Boss was like a warrior or something. I don't know. That'd be a little bit disappointing.
Dead and so on. I guess that they figured that the system was a bit too hardcore
Bob, yeah,
already,
you'd be Bob
though,
Salami.
so they limited it to rank 14 instead, and the City Protector rank was lost to the ether.
Yep.
It was pretty troublesome though, because people still believed it existed, and with the way that the honor system worked back then, to rank up, you'd have to get more honor than other players of your faction, so you'd have these rank 14s still grinding honor like crazy for the non-existent rank 15. God. Which made it harder for others.
There was a player named Kurama on the Daggerspine server who held rank 14 for over 6 months in hopes of getting rank 15. Yeah, he's not alive anymore. It's not that he died, he just became one with the game. He didn't die, he just he received and elevated himself to a higher level of consciousness. I really hope they give that guy an NPC. Yeah, he became the game. He is the game. Rank 14. Imagine after 6 months. Imagine like the 4th, like the 10th week of that. Like 3 months in. And every Tuesday you wake up and you're like, am I still GM? Yeah, I am. And then you check to see if you're City Defender and you're not. Like imagine, like I wonder what the last week was like for him. I would love to interview this person. This is fucking hilarious. He still plays. I found his armory. Wait, what? What the fuck? Really? Oh my god. Holy shit. 536,000 kills? Do you know what the funny thing about that is? He probably got all those in vanilla. He probably got all those in fucking vanilla, man. And he's actually still playing the game. Dude, I need to ask this guy what his slash plate is. Man, I bet he's going to make me look like a fucking noob. That is insane. Yeah, he's alive. It has honorable kills leaderboard. Yeah, it's insane, dude. Power K, lol, I had 1 million. Yeah, I don't know about that, dude.
Players to rank up, and there's a lot of drama going around because it was such a hardcore grind, requiring players to play around the clock pretty much. It was quite common to account share even, but that's getting off topic. So rank
No,
15
it's not.
at number 8. At number 7, we have artifact items in vanilla. Similar to the glaive section, these finally saw a release in Legion, but until then, there were hints of these items in the game.
Yep.
In their original items
That was like the
page
glaives.
on their official website, it was listed with the other tiers of loot, and that's poor, common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary, and artifact. As you can see, the color was undecided, and then later changed to red, and eventually this peach color. And with all of the data mined items, just like those glaives, people would
I've seen a
search
lot
all
of these. These are pretty
Azeroth
fucking
for
cool.
clues on how to obtain them. It didn't matter that in July of 2005, Blizzard updated their page to say they're not yet implemented. That didn't stop players from scouring every corner of the world, even in ghost form.
Yeah, I've done this same stupid shit, dude. I think that, I mean, like, what would it be like if they added, like, a new... I wish they added a new level of difficulty for pieces of, like, gear. And they make the gear, like, the armor, or, like, the weapon or whatever, they make it red. And the quest line would make the Scepter of the Shifting Sands look like a joke. Like, it would take, like, literally 2 hours, or sorry, not 2 hours, 2 years to even get through the quest line. Yeah, Primal Ancient, basically, yeah. It would be fucking ridiculous. Oh, I've seen some people with a lot of HKs. I've seen that. Nixie, I know exactly who that guy is. Retail's up? Okay.
Other artifact quality items would be Alex's Ring of Audacity, which increases your defense by 1,000, and you can consider yourself born again hardcore. Probably a reference to Alex Afrasiabi, who was a quest designer for the game back then.
Yep.
You also had Martin Thunder, which was a one-handed mace with some resistances, and a non-use effect that kills all enemies within 30 yards of you.
I need that
And
for
also
PvP.
its cousin, Martin Fury, which miraculously did manage to find its way into a player's
Yeah, it was the old
inventory.
war thing.
I've told this story before, so
Yeah.
I won't be super detailed here, but to sum it up, on accident, a GM sent this to a player named Karate Chop on the Vecnalesh server, who then used it to clear through all of the Wrath of the Lich King raids during the Eldwar tier.
Yep.
He was quickly caught, the item was removed, and he was immediately
That
banned
bitch got
from
banned!
the game. As for the rest of his
That's the way it
guild,
goes.
even those not in the raid, those who were online were suspended temporarily in a frantic effort of damage control.
Yep.
Yeah, screw that dude questing in Elwyn. Damn cheater. So
Fuck
maybe
him,
not
dude.
technically a myth, since it was obtained
Banned for a
through
GM's
an
mistake.
extraordinary series of events.
I would have banned a guy
but
using
still,
it too.
a pretty big myth in the game overall. And at number 6, we have Karazhan is enterable. This is a pretty big claim, but the myth itself never got too much
Oh, it
credence,
is. The
so I
crypts
can't
are
justify
enterable,
putting
right?
it too high on the list.
But okay.
Of course, this would be another vanilla myth, as Karazhan was released in the Burning Crusade expansion,
Yeah.
but it was believed by many to be enterable, or at least interacted with in some way. I mean, it even has an instance portal, and taking a look at the nearby Karazhan crypts, there has to be more than meets the eye with this place.
Yeah, I would say so.
Referencing the Computer Games article from March of 2005, issue 172, it even gives a preview of Karazhan as an upcoming raid. So naturally, players thought that it would be a thing in Classic, or that you
Yeah,
could
it's too
somehow
bad they
zone
never
into
did
it.
that. That would have been awesome.
Those who managed to glitch through the gate, however, found that the
My
portal
hair's
was
messed
just
up.
for show. And as for the article, there were plans for Karazhan to be released in Classic, but due to one reason or another, it was pushed back to the Burning Crusade. And coming in at number 5, we have an oldie but a goodie. Back then, there were many theories on how loot drops were determined in the game.
I
Why
used
did
to think
boss drop this loot? The idea is that it has to be seeded from different variables, and there are many theories on just how it was influenced.
Yeah, I used to think the same
One of them
stupid
being
shit
that the raid
all the
leader,
time.
or even the first person to zone into a raid, had an influence on the loot tables. Like, we had good luck with drops with player X as the raid leader, and bad luck with Y, so we should always have X as the leader, or he should zone in first to the raid, so we get...
I rationalized this one time, a long time ago. I think it was like in BC. I said that because my character usually has like legendary drops enabled,